morning, good afternoon, good evening, good whatever it is, wherever you are. My name's Katie O, and this is Moon Mama Musings. Welcome back to my living room for another Astrology Peephole for today, the 21st of September 2021. Today, we have had our full moon at 6:54 a.m. Bangkok times in the sign of Pisces. And we are also experiencing a transit 3 hours and 19 minutes later at 10:13 a.m. to the sign of Aries. Normally I would be doing a little bit of a live and all of that jazz, but I'm busy. So I will not be live over on Instagram. However, I have made a full moon spread video for you. If you've not checked it out yet, go check it out. All right. First of all, numerology of today is pretty interesting. We have a bit of a mirroring energy, 210921, right? So we have 21s, two 21s. 21 breaks to a 3, which is all about collaboration. For me, about creativity, about manifestation. And number 9, 0, 9, 0 is the Fool, is a leap of faith, and 9 is for me a number of, it's an individual growth number, but with regards to being part of a bigger picture. All right. So I really like this. It shows me that we have this like collaborative, creative energy with a focus in the 9th house. And with regards to that, I take this time to read to you guys from my beautiful arcana of astrology, the 9th house. So the 9th house is ruled by Sagittarius and Jupiter. It's a fire element. It's the realm of philosophy, it says, and it's a creative type house. 2121. Quest for knowledge and truth belongs to the 9th house. The desire to understand our role in the universe is a very human trait. Whether our faith belongs to the institution of God or the institution of science, we all have something bigger than ourselves that we believe in. This search for meaning and purpose means this house can also involve travel and exploration. In the natal chart, the 9th house shows how we combine our lived experiences with the knowledge we learn from the people we meet along the way. Transits through here can disrupt our thinking and allow us to open ourselves up to new information. I'm not going to get too much into the actual astrology of this kind of thing because I've done, this video alongside with the tarot reading video that I did for this full moon will give you all the information you need. But basically this Pisces full moon is telling us that we're going to have new revelations. We're going to, it's the harvest moon. All right. The harvest moon is all about reaping what we've sown. We're closing out major cycles and we're beginning new ones. Pisces is the sign, it's the ancient of the zodiac. It's the last sign of the cycle. And Aries is the baby, it's the beginning. And we are having the full moon at its peak energy, and then only a few hours later it transits into the sign of Aries, which really gives me this huge emphasis on closing out a cycle and starting a new one. So we have, with this full moon, the moon opposite the sun, it's a breaking point, and there is no turning back. And then they started, of course, to sing me a song, because they always do. All right. So all coming back to me now. Yeah. And if you touch me like this, and if I hold you like that, it was so long ago, but it's all coming back to me. We'll talk about this in a minute, but we have a Mercury retrograde energy coming into play with this full moon as well. So we are closing out old cycles. Anyway, let's look at the different aspects to back all this information up. First and foremost, moon opposite Mars. Do or die. Act now or forever hold your peace. All right. This is really Mars in the sign of Libra is all about a nurturing energy where we are going to be doing little adjustments, constantly, little adjustments. It's just constantly micro adjustments, basically, but in a really, really beautiful way. But we have to do it now, or else forever hold your peace. This is the point in the wedding where they say, if anybody has a reason that these two should not be married, speak now or forever hold your peace. This harvest moon is really, you will get what you give now. It's really, we can't deny this anymore. We can't, do or die. Okay, it's do or die. Okay, we have 3 aspects that are lumping together for me, and it's energy we're used to for the last couple of days. The moon is making 3 sextiles First one with North Node, and then also with Black Moon Lilith, and also with Saturn. So this is healing karma. We're healing our past wounds, and we're working towards our notion of destiny. This is just a continual. I mean, the moon in Pisces, and then to have it transit the way that the moon is transiting from the side of Pisces into Aries shows a new beginning, right? It's actually about tying up the little thing and putting a little bow on it, handing it off, and then starting the next parcel. All right? It's like an assembly line. Yeah. We're finishing one, passing it on to the next person, and then carrying on with the next thing. But these three sextiles here are showing me that we're having a very strong, healing, supportive energy with regards to this healing. With regards to this past karma, with regards to our shame. Some of you guys have been really struggling lately with this concept of healing where you feel ashamed, where you've been ridiculed, where you've been judged, where you feel like you couldn't be honest with people. The parts of your life, or the aspects of yourself that you struggled finding some relatability with other people in a way. And it might have all been in your head, right? You might have just perceived parts of yourself as, I don't know, unlovable or unacceptable by society or whatever it may be. But either way, there is a massive healing energy with regards to this. So this full moon, whatever it is that we are do or die, acting now or forever holding our peace, it's going to heal us. It's going to bring us to our destiny. It's going to bring us new structures. It's going to help us reap the benefits of karma. And karma, remember, people have this big, it's like an Achilles heel. When they hear the word karma, they think, oh my God, it's punishment. No, karma is about balancing the scales. It's about what you put in comes back out. It's about as above, so below. Karma is about evening it out, tying up the loose ends, making sure that everything, the checks are balanced, the I's are dotted, and the T's are crossed. All right. So that's what it is. We need to heal this karma. We need to heal this Black Moon Lilith shame energy before we can move towards our destiny. And we're doing it. We're healing it right now. It's a passive energy, yes, but we are doing it. Threes everywhere, right? Creativity. We are co-creating with the universe right now, with this focus on the number 9 in this as it said in the Arcana of Astrology. This kind of like with regards to the whole. How do we interact with the people around us, and that gives us a sense of identity? How does our reflections of others affect our sense of identity and the things that we identify with? All right, we also have, that was weird, we also have Mercury making a trine with Jupiter. Okay, Jupiter, again, is the sign that rules this beautiful 9th house that we were talking about at the beginning of the video. Mercury is retrograde shadow right now in the sign of Libra, which brings it a beautiful, compassionate way. Now, when it's in retrograde, it's not quite in retrograde yet, but it is gearing up towards putting the Libra face on, right? Remember, retrograde doesn't mean that the planet's broken. It just means that it's taking on a little bit of an atypical persona to what it usually does. It tries on for size a different aspect. Sorry, guys, one second. I was waiting for a phone call. I apologize. Okay, what was I saying? Yeah, it doesn't make the planet broken. It just makes it taking on a bit of a different persona than what it usually does. Which, look, the trine with Jupiter, I feel like that's what's encouraging it right now. This is the Mercury shadow energy that's getting Mercury ready for the actual retrograde, where it goes to trial in some sense of the things, where it actually does the balancing act, where it brings in this Venusian energy that brings us abundance and love and creativity and passion. So here we go. Mercury retrograde is taking a page out of the let's do things differently vibe of Jupiter retrograde in the sign of Aquarius. However, look, this is a really nice energy because it's like tempering. It's like if you've ever cooked with egg and like where you have to fold egg into something warm, right? You take the egg and you would like mix it up a little bit, and then you would put a little bit of the warm liquid into that egg to raise the temperature just a little bit, so that when you pour hot liquid into the egg, it doesn't instantly turn it into scrambled eggs. You don't want it to cook right away. You want to temper it slowly so you get a different effect. And this is this energy, right? We're trying to temper Mercury retrograde shadow into existence. So when retrograde actually properly hits next week on the 27th of September, that we'll be feeling a little bit better about it. It's not going to shock our system or coagulate. I'm hearing. However, I do have a little bit of a disclaimer here. I want to say just be wary of Mercury retrograde illusions. Remember, Mercury itself is a planet of communication and intellect and technology, right? So when it's in retrograde, it can interfere with the way we see things, the way we talk to ourselves, the way we communicate with others, and how our technology, travel plans can be like anything that you expect to be a certain way, just expect it to have, you might be encountering challenges with things going smoothly and according to plans. Always make contingency plans in Mercury retrograde. Yeah. If you're traveling, make sure you have a plan A through Z. All right. Make sure you've got extra plans. But just keep in mind, some of the time, things that seem like a really good idea during Mercury retrograde, as soon as retrograde's over, we realize, oh God, what have I done? It's almost like you get this sobering shock after retrograde is over, going like, oh my God, what the hell? It's like I've been high. It's like I've been drunk. It's like I've been impaired for a few weeks. It's like, oh my God, sometimes you get these snap out of it moments at the end of Mercury retrograde where you're like, holy shit, like my head has literally been up my ass for the last couple of weeks. Anyhow, it's just a little bit of a warning. Be very careful to calculate, right? And especially with this Libra energy. Is there the Mercury retrograde in the sign of Libra is kind of trying to get us to it's I feel like when Mercury is retrograde in an air sign, it's trying to soften the blow of what this retrograde energy can do to Mercury. So it's trying to bring this compassion, this Venusian energy into this sort of off-kilter part of Mercury. So heed this warning. Be aware that what you feel right now could not hold true in a few weeks. However, go with the flow. This is what I think is the most important thing. Is we've been getting these messages consistently. We've all healed. We are different than we were before, and things are not going to run. It's not going to pan out the same way as it was. Excuse me, my goodness, I got the hiccups. It's not going to pan out the same way as it always does. All right, things are going to be different now, and what's different about us now is that we've healed enough in such a way that gives us enough wherewithal to be able to walk the tightrope confidently without so much effort and constant focus on it. Yeah, our knee-jerk reactions are becoming more balanced and more healthy for us. So go trust your gut, go with the flow, and when you are feeling called to do something, even in this Mercury retrograde season, keep in mind that things can change in a few weeks. But if you're really feeling called to do it, I encourage you to do it, because timing is of the essence, right? Timing is everything, and sometimes even mistakes are crucial for the divine timing of things. So yeah, maybe you might want to get back together with your ex, for example, and you think it's a great idea. And when Mercury retrograde comes back, you're like, oh my God, why the hell did I do that? But it'll be super important that you did that for a reason. All right. Okay. We also have Saturn making a trine with Black Moon Lilith, which this is whatever doesn't kill you make you stronger in a big, 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 big way. Saturn and Black Moon Lilith are expanding each other. So by healing our karma, we unravel the shame that is involved in Black Moon Lilith. And I think that this is really beautiful, beautiful vibes. This harvest moon is truly going to be healing and soothing and set a lot of you's mind at ease. It's been rough. It's been rough. It's been really intense. But I feel like, the worst is definitely past. But I feel like there's going to be some sort of reprieve. There's going to be, it's game changer. There's a game changer happened recently. Plot twist, all of that stuff. Anyway, I'm going to get you guys a card of the day. I've already done a full moon spread. Like I said, you'll have a full moon spread up on YouTube very shortly if it's not up already. But I just wanted to get you guys a card. Threads of Fate Oracle here. Just to reiterate what I was saying. And extra confirmation. Look, we have versatility here. Versatility. And yes, that is what you think it is. And it's draped, it's like dripping with water. It's like the dew is falling off of this beautiful leaf. Versatility. Let's read from the book and see what versatility has to say to us. Pulling this card may indicate a time where you are coming up against a lot of resistance, whether internally or externally. A lot of times we focus on one thing very intensely and push hard despite being shown that the timing is off. What can be helpful in those situations is to move. Sorry, I lost my spot. What can be helpful in those situations to move on to other things so that the energy is freed up and you can go back to it when the timing is right. This card teaches us to be flexible and go on along with what's being presented to us, even if it may not be exactly what we want, rather than trying to force things that are not ready. It may also indicate a need to approach the situation differently. If you don't feel it's about stepping back, examine how you can shift what's already there. Okay, it's exactly what I was saying. They are confirming what I was saying about Mercury retrograde, basically, is that this harvest moon is shifting us into a place where Mercury retrograde doesn't have to be so scary. It does, I mean, and it can be scary, right? But you have to choose to go with the flow and maintain this flexible, fun vibe. Yeah. Okay. Let go of the past and fear of lack. Okay. So this karma that we've been dealing with, that we are releasing, it has a big time to do with this fear of lack, a lack mentality. I'm not worthy. I'm not good enough. I don't have enough energy. I don't have enough this. I don't have enough that. I'm not. It's bad self-talk. It's doubting yourself. It's it's just generally being worried that you're not going to be able to blank, or that you won't find blank, or it's worry. All right, this we're releasing our control on stuff. We've been talking about this a lot. We're releasing our need to control, and the reason why we need to control is because we're worried that if we don't control it, we won't have a thing. It's almost like most of you guys have been told, if you don't do it for yourself, people either won't do it properly or you'll just never get what you want. Support and anger. All right. I'm hearing you're gonna be, there's gonna be some frustration. There's gonna be some strong fiery feelings. All right. If you feel this little tornado building up over your head, if you're feeling like a storm cloud is building up over you, ask for help. Okay. Seek out your friends, your loved ones, your family, your significant others, counseling, whatever you may need to do. Either way, you are not on your own here. You are more than enough. You are a beautiful being. Yes, times are difficult, but you do not have to suffer through this stuff by yourself. If you feel like you need a hand, reach out and ask for it. Always write to me. I'm happy to listen to you if you need somebody to lend you an ear. All right, well, that's it for me. I will be back tomorrow, the 22nd of December. December. My God, I'm all over the place today. 22nd of September 2021 here on YouTube for Astrology People. I'll be honest, I'm still not sure exactly where I'm going to be for the next few days. I think I will be live for the next moon transit, but I'm not sure yet. So let's go with the flow, see how things go. Enjoy this full moon. Make set your intentions to release what doesn't serve you anymore, and call in the beautiful energy that's seeking you. You're seeking it. It's seeking you. It's time that the beautiful reunion come. All right, I'm out of here. I'm so sorry for anything you're going through. If I've made you feel a certain way, thank you for being a beautiful, beautiful being and lending your energy to this circuit. Thank you equally to your guides, my guides, the Ascended Masters, the angels, and whatever other energies that were involved in finding us when these messages found us for our greatest good, whether it be right now in the near or distant future. I love you to the moon and the stars and infinity and beyond and back, and I accept this, and I hope you do too. But if not, it's all good. Catch you next time. Bye.